The minister came out and suspended all the ongoing trips.
Was it right?
I think at the moment it is right due to the increased accidents.
Yes, at SMO News, okuba nti nno kakati tukomyewo ffe twasalawo tujje tubaweereze kubanga gye mututuma tutunuulira ensonga nnyingi ez'ebyobufuzi ez'ebyenjigiriza naddala n'ebyo ebitambula ebigenda mu maaso mu ggwanga. Tuli ku puroguraamu yaffe The Crisscross, ye puroguraamu yaffe. Sseruyiga Alvin nga nze muweereza Sseruyiga Alvin. Ndi mwana munaluweero ate oba oliawo fe abagamba nti fe abaleeta gavumenti eno eriko naye lwakuba nti yagaana otuwa yadde municipality ekyo simanyi, naye engeri wendi n'abamu ku bakungu abaviira ddala mu kibiina kifuga eggwanga Uganda ng'ate n'olunaku olwaleero ntambudde ne mukwano gwange ennyo Honorable Zainab Nansubuga na mwana munnalaakaayi batugamba laakaayi balinga bakunja. So katusoka obuuze kuba tulaba naye sobola otandikira awo. Batugamba laakaayi balinga bakunja. Kituufu mukunja abantu, mukunja bitooke.
Abatulaba erinnya Nansubuga Zainab, Female Youth Councillor, Rakai District, Interim Treasurer, National Youth Councillors Association, and again the Treasurer of Central Region Youth Councillors Association.
Rakai mukunja bantu, mukunja bitooke.
Mbadde Rakai emyaka kati 23.
Okay.
Egy'obukulu gye nazaalibwa, gye nakulira, mbadde nsoma nenva ku ssomero nenzirayo. Sirabangako muntu yeefaananyiriza oyo gw'oyogerako.
Kale ensonga nnyingi nnyo naddala we tujjidde ku olunaku olwaleero. Tulina ensonga naddala eya legendary alese legase byafaayo bye binyuma. Yazaalibwa mwaka gwa 1939 nga njogera si ku mulala wabula General Moses Ali. Oba oliawo yalina omusinde ogw'omuggundu mu kuleeta gavumenti ya NRA oba ne NRM wamu. Olowooza yagenze Katonda yagenze omuyitamu aba NRM muli bamativu?
Ngenda kusooka n'okuba nti negatta wamu ne basiraamu bannange, the Muslim fraternity n'abantu ba Adjumani West ne Adjumani District ne West Nile as a whole, okuba nti tukungubaga olw'okuviibwako omuntu abadde ow'enkizo ennyo mu Adjumani District ne West Nile as a whole ne mu Muslim fraternity, Honorable Moses Ali, the former first deputy prime minister, eranga I will say in a quick way, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Fenga basiraamu twaviiriddwako omuntu abadde ow'enkizo ennyo because abadde adduukirira nnyo obusiraamu, ate n'ekirala nti abadde tugiyite nti abantu ba West Nile bamukazaako the West Nile coke. Okitegeera nti ye muntu abadde agatta abantu ba West Nile, obadde omulaba mu ngeri ey'enjawulo nti abadde muntu agatta abantu ba West Nile, si Adjumani gy'ava yokka naye West Nile yonna abadde agikwata n'agikuŋŋaanya n'asobola ogijjamu kyayagala, era abadde omu ku bantu abasinze okukuuma structures za Adjumani. So as a party, as NRM, tuviiriddwako omuntu ow'enkizo ennyo, and as West Nile I believe baviiriddwako omuntu abadde ow'enkizo ennyo mu kitundu kyabwe, era mu ngeri y'emu n'abasiraamu tuviiriddwako omuntu abadde ow'enkizo ennyo.
Ku myaka gy'afiiriddeko 87 mubadde temunnamatira nti naaweereza ekimala?
Nedda, omukulembeze omulungi tasobola weereza kimala. You know, Honorable Moses Ali abadde mukulembeze mulungi. So sisuubira nti abadde atuweereza ekimala. Okitegeera kubeera omuntu ne weyandibadde wa myaka 10 era twandigambye agenze muto. Abantu abannayuganda si bokka n'endowooza abantu tulina ekintu kye tugamba. Owulira nti we mba nkoze ki omuntu waafa ne waba wa myaka 10 tugamba bannaaye afudde muto. Okitegeera ne waba wa myaka emeka. Kati ate waliwo ekintu ekirala nti omuntu omulungi tugeze omukwano gwa minisita oba mukwano gwa member of parliament oba mukwano gwa president taba president. Okitegeera just muba mulina connection naye ate balina ekintu ekya nti ate mukwano gw'omubbi aba mubbi. Okitegeera so that is where they get nti bo balowooza mukwano gw'omubbi aba mubbi ate omuntu nga mulungi ate ye taba na muntu nti mulungi wabula oyo omuntu abeera mulungi ku lulwe. So I will not go about because abantu bangi abali mu NRM, yes, but then I will send Honorable Moses Ali abadde mulungi ku lulwe.
Okay. Ku nsonga ya NRM mulowooza temulina omusango omunene okuba nga omusajja mwamwesibako abeere mu buweereza paka watuusa kudda akadde okuwummula era n'awummulira mu gavumenti. Mulowooza temuparticipate nze kyamaanyi nnyo okulaba nga mutwala obulamu bw'embwa.
Watunuulira ekifo Honorable Moses Ali kyabaddemu, it is not an appointed position wabula bakironda. So abantu ba Adjumani West be bassaamu Honorable Moses Ali obwesigwa okuba nti bamuleeta mu parliament. Ekifo kyalimu sinti president wa Uganda alonda kironde. No, they don't just appoint that position. They vote for you to actually represent the people of electoral area gy'ovaamu. So Honorable okuba nti afiiridde kuba member wa parliament ekifo tekyamuweebwa buweebwa wabula ekifo abantu ba Adjumani West bamuteekamu obwesigwa asobola obakiikirira.
Mbadde mpita mu bannayuganda abamu abagamba banyiikira President Museveni lwaki teyabuulira ku mukwano gwe namugamba abula wootuuse obulamu bw'osaana ne babeera abakulabirira bulabirizi naye ate naawanga alina ovuga emmotoka okuva mu Adjumani ate agireeta e Kampala asobole okutuula mu lukiiko lwa paalamenti.
There are very many people abalina omutima gw'obuweereza. Nze kyensobola okugamba nti personally as Zainab newe nabeera ku ssaawa esembayo ng'ekintu kyensigazizza kuba nti nsavinga bannaraka nja kukikola. Era nsuubira nti eyo element gye nnina omugenzi Honorable Moses Ali gy'abadde nayo nti yasalawo n'awa abantu ba Adjumani West okuba nti abaweereza ne yeewaayo baweereza. Era y'ensonga lwaki essaawa esembayo emusanze nga muweereza wa Adjumani West.
Nga waliwo abagamba nti mwamwesibako bwesibi kubanga temwamukkiriza na mukama mu primary za NRM ku muntu yenna kumwesimbako. Temwalonda mulonde ne mumugambo oyo muleka gye.
Nedda. Very many people, owulira, bantu bangi nnyo. When you're a good leader, definitely abantu bajja kutuula wamu bateese bagamba omanyi tetulina nsonga lwaki ono omuntu tukola ki tumwesimbako. Look at what he has done as a member of parliament. Okitegeera. So I believe tewali kintu kyogezaako okusiiga ekifaananyi ekyokwesiba ku muntu kikyamu nnyo nnyo lwansonga omuntu otambula n'ogenda n'ojjayo empapula. I believe abantu ba Adjumani West by the time they called the late Honorable Moses Ali okuba nti he is the West Nile cock. Omanyi kye kitegeeza, do you know a cock? Omanyi enkoko empanga. Wali obaddeko mu kisibo ky'enkoko eŋŋanda mubaamu enkoko empanga mmeka?
Senkulu wa Luggya.
Yes. Kati by the time the late Honorable Moses Ali was given that name, kirizagaana yali wankizo nnyo mu kitundu kya Adjumani West. Era waafiiridde nga obukulembeze bwe okuba nti gw'oyagala okuba nti omuddira mu bigere oyina okola ennyo ennyo ennyo.
Kireka wa NRM Nanga yabadde akwatiridde NRM West Nile.
I will say tufunye eddibu ddene ennyo okuvibwako omukulembeze nga Late Honorable Moses Ali abadde muntu wankiza nnyo mu West Nile. Naye ebiseera ebisinga omukulembeze omulungi anecturinga amentoringa abakulembeze abalala. Okitegeera. So I believe Honorable General Moses Ali, Honorable the late, ayina abantu ab'enjawulo ba mentorinze. Nyenzo basi bamanyi as for now, but you see some person making a difference. Ngere ebintu difference gyakola yefaananyirizaako ey'omugenzi ojja manya nti he had the gap. Yayina obudde okuba nti yanecturinga omuntu, mentoringa abakulembeze ab'enjawulo. So sisuubira nti tugenda kuba nti tukola ki tufiiringa nti taliiwo lwansonga abadde menta mulungi ate abadde anecturinga abakulembeze.
Osobola kuditamininga otya omuntu omulungi nga tumuwadde kubanga agezaako, tugeze nti nga tumugeesezza?
Otunuulira West Nile tebaddemu mukulembeze omu nga Honorable nga General Honorable Moses Ali tebaddemu mukulembeze omu.
Olina gomanyiyo omulala ng'oggyeko Honorable Moses Ali. Let us have a scenario as of now.
Togamba nti simanyi because me as a youth leader, I know youth leaders from West Nile. So I believe tosobola kungamba nti none of these youth leaders from West Nile has been close to General Moses Ali. No, please. I know someone from Ajumani. So I believe Honorable Moses Ali has nurtured these young people and has nurtured other West Nile leaders. Abagenda okuba nti batwala obukulembeze mu maaso. We have some person, the son of General Moses Ali, he's called Ali. Naye bamwita Ali. I believe Ali has been nurtured and mentored by his father. You understand?
Ayagala komyawo ngombo nti no Alvin wavudde, Alvin Junior yajja. Kiki mutwagaza?
No, kati trust me olaba when you look at wotunuulira omukulembeze avuddewo wabeera omulungi era ogenda tunuulira era ojja kirabanga wajja like tewajja beerawo ntannene mu bantu bagenda kujjayo empapula abantu abaliraanye omukulembeze omu.
Kyogamba eŋŋombo y'Abaganda gye bagamba nti embwenjize ezaali enkolya, kyogamba eŋŋombo eyo yagala giwakanya ndi teriiyo.
Sisuubira nti okay Babaganda ayinza obba gyeri naye kati nze nga Nansubuga I do not want okuba nti ngoberera ebintu ebyaliwo emyaka emabega. Sibyerabira naye ate nsuubira nti still embwenjizi esobola ozzaala embwenjizi. Right? Lwansonga me am as good as my father nurtured me. I'm as good as my father's mentoring. So meaning tata wange ogenda okuba nti ye yali I don't want to call my father that. So kati I'm as good as my father's mentoring, I'm as good as my parents' nurturing. So tosobola kungamba nti ekyo kikola embwenjizi ezaala enkolya, no please.
Nansubuga.
Yes.
Tutunuulira oli mukakafu nti abeva machi nti the late Honorable General Moses Ali wavudde mukakasa mugafuna gwe muteeka wakole bulungi nga ye oba kekadde Ajumani edde ku opposition oba West Nile opposition egikwate.
Wotunuulira NRM engeri gye tuzze tukwasaganyamu structure zaffe. Honorable Moses Ali has been a rock okuba nti ayina engeri gy'akuttemu structures z'NRM mu Ajumani district. I told you Honorable General Moses Ali has been a good nurturer and a good mentor. So tosuubira nti ekibadde ekyaffe kigenda vaawo kidde mu mikono emirala. That is wrong. As NRM, I believe yes tugenda genda into costs ez'okuba nti katugendagenda mu by-election, but you know what it takes for NRM to go through a by-election. Ekyobo anti kati olaba very many weak people bakozesa statement y'okuba nti omuntu amusinga n'akuyita ate ekintu ekirala. Okitegeera, when you find abantu gw'osanga waneeno nga a person tasobola vaayo n'agamba nti seriously nansubuga nsinga. The person will come up with a very funny irritating story and tell you akakana kabbi, but I'm not a thief. It is how intelligent I am. And my father normally tells me I'm a very intelligent girl. So it is how intelligent I am that I actually put something on table you cannot actually produce on table. So gwe omuntu ali mu mbeera eyo y'okuba nti tosobola producing ekintu kyanjawulo ku table, ate ompita amannya omubbi omufere, you know. So
ensonga ezifaanaganako bwe zityo tulabye nga last week some few days back tulabye nga eyali mukwano gwa President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, maybe ali number 1002 after President Museveni, ate ng'era yali yatuuka akadde n'abeera rival we ekiseera ekisingira ddala ebisanja bina ng'amwopozinga nti oba oliawo endagaano gye baali bakoze President Museveni ng'era osiwaatera okusuubiza n'ebitatuukirira. Ayinza okuba bakwata abantu be abaali bamuwolereza n'asaba omulamuzi Baguma ave mu musango gwe, ate abamuwolereza until Baguma we yavuddeyo n'agamba nkuwadde bakanso 786 londako b'oyagala. Okiyogeraku ekyo?
First of all, you did not say the name of this person. Omwami ono, he's a doctor by profession.
Yes.
Tene Chilala, he's a retired colonel in the military. Dr. Kiza Besige.
Yes.
I best in those are city wachamu.
No, she's the right person.
So Dr. Kiza Besige, ye muntu gotubadde yesitogerako sicho. So kakati ensonga y'okuba nti Dr. Kiza Besige abadde ne ba lawyers, abadde ne ba lawyers basatu, a lawyer from Kenya, that is Counsel Martha Karua, yes. And then Counsel Segona Medad, and then the lead counsel, senior counsel Salongo Elias Lukwago. And wotunoira bange eriyiseeyo mabega, Salongo Elias Lukwago was arrested. I want to pray because this guy's health, personally ngojeko ebya party nina okubaamu naako obuntu humanity era nina okubaamu naako obuntu nti ffenna nga bannayuganda tusaanye tuteeke senior counsel mu Sala, Counsel Elias Lukwago Salongo, former Lord Mayor, Kampala District. Obulamu bwe abadde yeekubidde emiranga ebbanga lyamaze mu kkomera. Mukyo ekyamukwasa omuntu gwe yali awolereza bamukwata because of treason, yayagala overtaking a government forcefully.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Why?
Because
that is what the file says.
No,
that is what they
right
say.
now he's not guilty.
Yeah, because until he's a suspect, he's not proven guilty. Yes. But I'm stating what is on the file.
Okay.
I'm not stating what they say because what they say is rumors.
Okay.
Yeah. Kati ate notunulirange ekyakwasa Elias Lukwago. It is what? It is misprision of treason. Naye ate in the law we have something that is called attorney-client privilege. Kati wogenda deep into the reasons as try the former Lord Mayor, Senior Counsel Elias Lukwago was arrested. Wogena no prevailing around. Otunuiranga omusango ekyamazima ogwakwasa mukadde wange Elias Lukwago. Ate waliwo etteeka mu mateeka erimu protectinga. Oshegera. Lwansonga attorney client privilege. Inti ebintu byonna byenjogedde ne client wange as a lawyer bibeera secret. I'm protected as a lawyer. I'm protected okuba nti sirina ate kuvaayo n'enfulumya bintu ebyo bye twogedde. Ate government omusango gweteeka ku mukadde wange former Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago gulaga nti teyavaayo kwasanguza kubagamba byama nti Dr. Kizza Besigye yayagala owamba ki government forcefully. Oshegera kati nolaba nti singa yayogera the attorney client privilege yandibadde teriiwo. Oshegera. So I believe yensonga lwaki walabye Uganda Law Society nga yekalakasa because lawyerly protected in the laws of Uganda, lawyerly protected. Wembanga lawyerly protected, then kati awo senior counsel kyamazima yali talina kwati.
Program ya fede crisscross. Nga bajja kugoba mu kibiina nze nkugambye kubanga okusinziira ku history wa NRM akobuntu ke basooka okujjamu. But don't you think nti kati government eyagala yennyini nga yeyina omusanga ate nga yeegewoleza kubanga wegamba nti nerese ba state lawyers
anti kati wotunoira the fact that Colonel Dr. Kizza Besigye denied to use these lawyers, so he is taking us back to the lawyer Asigadewo. That is the former member of parliament of Busiro. Is it Busiro East? Yeah, Council Medad Segona. You understand? Because Council Medad Segona was on the file, right?
Yeah.
So we are being taken back okubanti Council Medad Segona abeera mu sango guno senior council waffe watali. Ntegerekese.
Yete bamutwale.
The fact that
no, we are just sharing because the reason why I'm asking, you could be knowing NRM more than I do. Mumbuze yukwata kutata wange ate simanyako enkaga mu ebitalo ku buli kikumi. So now we are digging in the NRM mindset. Are they thinking?
No, Kati, they gave an option of the 786 lawyers.
Yes.
Okitegera. Naye ate tebannajjako tebannamuggyako kikyalina kukola ye kyayagala. Tebamuggyeko ddembe lye. That is the right word to use. Tebamuggyeko ddembe lye as a what? As a person eyeetaaga okumuwolereza. Era yensonga lwaki ye nga ye waba takkiriza bano balooya ensanvu 786 kitegeeza asobola okuddayo n'akozesa looya we bw'asigazaawo Council Medad Segona.
Tunuulira omusawo guno nga gwali ku international because gwali beyond borders. Really one nti Kano Kizza Besigye bamujja mu Kenya. Of which nti yali asaze border which make it to be an international case. Kiva ku kyatu okugana international lawyer okubanga yenyiga mu musango. Just osobola okijja mu professional okiteeka mu humanity.
Ola Kano Kizza Besigye bamukwatira Kenya. That is why on the file we have Council Martha.
Bamugobyeko.
No, like yes, bamugobyeko, but then still he has other lawyers. I believe the role that Council Martha would have played, it is the same role that Council Medad Segona will play, right?
Ekikostinga Uganda ku nsonga ya international community naddala ku nsonga gye tugamba the East African integration. Kigirekawo.
kati bw'otunuulira maybe government ku measure yayo okuba nti yaganye council matter okuba nti ajja yenyigire mu musango, I think like ngawe nandi nyinza kyogera nti I think they were looking at the safety of our country because this person is being charged of treason. So tukakasa tutya nti tukyali mu government ekyali mu buyinza ng'ate tuli muyingiza balooya abalala. So government simanyi measure yayo okuba nti naye simanyi measure yayo okuba nti yaganye council matter ku musango, but nze ndowooza kale ng'omuntu as a person lwaki onemesa looya wange oweera akaayi nondeetera node kale lwakuba omusango nagukolera
omusango international. But by the way, on the same case we have seen President Museveni, if you go in history, mostly in 2000, I think 2001 to 2006, there was a case naye nga case yajja involving international lawyers era nga balawyer beyakozesa abamu tebaali baana. But let us leave that side. Let us go. Tulabye nga obubenje bubadde bungi nnyo mu ggwanga Uganda mostly these 2-3 weeks. Even as of now I saw waliwo transformer evudde nekuba abaana ba taxi abaana b'essomero like babadde bayisawo taxi van, school van ng'etwala abaana okusaba, then transformer neva waggulu negwa ku mmotoka. Kibadde kirudde okuba ebintu bino twabisuubira towards when we are going towards Christmas and even omwezi January. Lwaki kingi nnyo?
Lwaki osuubira nti abantu balina kufa mu December na mu January?
No, we are used to such scenarios nti abantu badde basinga kuba mu eyo period.
Okay, first of all, as a young mother, or as an expecting mother.
That's the right word.
No, but still, the fact that I'm a leader, it makes me a mother. You understand?
Yeah.
The fact that I'm a leader, it makes me a mother. You'll find very many people out there in Rakai, and I'm their role model. They call me Mama. Yeah, and as a leader, it makes me a mother. But then I know, personally, maybe with time, I will be a mother. But then I want to join and condole fellow Ugandans that lost their kids. It's really, I believe they are going through a lot. Si kintu kyangu nnyo okuvibwako omwana at a very young age. Era nsaba emyoyo gyabwe Omukama agiramuze ekisa. Ate twongere no celebrating obulamu bwabo. Katonda bwe yasobozesezza okuba nti like ababbulula n'abajja mu kabenje ate ne bavaamu nga balamu. Bangi ku bo bali mu ddwaliro. Saba Oweekitiibwa Allah abaye nga abawonya. Waliwo abalina ebisago ebibi ennyo ng'omwana eyasembyeyo okuva mu mochari actually okitegeera. In a mochari he has a lot wanaakula to actually say to the world, because how do you, like, who are you? I normally tell you, unless God is not there, Kati, that boy has a lot to testify. Unless God is not there, he can actually have anything. The fact that he got alive after being transported into a mortuary. I don't know if you've ever been into a mortuary. You're not a medical personnel. That thing freezes like ice. Like wotuka mortuary area. Erije bateke emirambo bwe bati. Wabera cold. Oyingirayo then wabera cold. Kati omwana oyo gye bamugi. Ngebyenda biri bweru.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has a lot to testify. Era tumusabira Keith, he's called Keith. Oba oliawo Allah yongere okuba nti obulamu bwe abutereeza. It's really not easy, and we celebrate together with Jaja, because that boy was a Jaja's boy. So we celebrate together with them. And then the other thing is about the minister came out and suspended all the ongoing trips.
Was it right?
I think at the moment it is right due to the increased accidents. we have not told you that there are not going to be more trips. It is a suspension. When you're suspended from something, you're not eliminated to do this thing. No. We are actually, I believe the Ministry of Education and Sports is finding a better way to operate the trips. You understand? Because, personally, I would urge schools to have local trips in their locals. What the hell do you actually come from Kampala to Kapchora? Like, look at a driver driving from Kampala to Kapchora. Those days, it's not a one-day trip, but this person is driving to. He is going to drive around the whole day. He has not rested. You understand? He is carrying a weight of overloaded students. Very many people, like you've seen the Minister of Children and Youth, Honorable Dr. Lakisa Mercy. She came out and stopped a coaster that had packed very many students. You understand? And we thank Honorable Minister Dr. Lakisa, because trust me, you did not save only those lives of those kids, but you saved mothers from actually acquiring pain. He saved very many parents of, the pain of losing a child is really not easy. I've never been a parent before, but I've lost a sister. I've seen what my parents went through. So I know what it means to lose a sibling, to lose a sister. So we thank Dr. Mercy for actually trying her best to stop that coaster and the kids and ensuring the safety of those kids. So where were we?
We are discussing about was it right the government through
the acting minister, because we have a cabinet minister. She's not able to operate at the moment, but we would like to pray for her life. I told you I have a lot of humanity into you. We continue to pray for the mama of this country, that is Janeti Kataham Museveni, the mother of this nation, because there are very many things. There are things that are actually not enabling her to operate her duties. So Minister Jesse Miyingo was appointed as the acting Minister of Education and Sports. So we pray that God grants a better life to Mama. And through the minister, I told you the trips were just suspended. They were not stopped, but they were suspended. The government, through the minister, is looking for a better version on how to carry out these trips. You understand? You know about very many countries, but you've not gone to those countries, right?
Yeah.
And what have you knew these countries through documentaries, through media, something like that. You understand? And when you look at, I believe, I would go to geographical trips. We normally have field work trips. So a person from Kampala, I would urge you to go to Kasenyi. Why do you have to go to see Mountain Erigon? Why do you have to go to Kapchora?
We are trying to boost.
And I'm saying still, I want to give this advice to the schools. If they are preparing trips, let it be something like a 3-day trip, in that the driver drives maybe during day, the kids go rest in the night, and the driver rests. They drive around during day to do their touring. They rest in the night and the driver rests. You understand? And the following day, they can return to the school. Because when you see, it is not actually that these people are really reckless as drivers. We're going to pinpoint them or something, but it is not because they are reckless. It is because of the fatigue. They are tired. Mentally, they are tired. Physically, the person is tired. There is no way you're going to do a to and fro trip and you're actually going to be the same person. That is really a long journey. From Kampala to Kapchora, it is a long journey. It actually needs to be something like 3-day trip. You go, do the touring the next day, and then rest in the night, and then come back safely. The lives of the kids are safe. And the life of the driver is saved, and the lives of the teachers. Because when you see through this accident, we lost the teachers, we lost the director, we lost kids, very many lives of young people, then we lost the life of the driver. You understand? So this is a setback to the school. This is a pain to the parents. You know, it's really, I told you, it's not easy to actually come out of this pain.
Okay, if we are discussing something which is interesting, which is related to rape. Previously, before they passed this budget of 84 trillion, the government, the interns, they came out and urged the government that government yali eteekeddwa tishock spending like 35 to 65 billion Ugandan shillings okubanga basasula ba interns. Good enough, you're a nurse. So I'm discussing in your profession, related with your profession. Don't you think government yetaaga okuba nti ne revise kuba President Museveni yava government President Museveni yava n'agamba he consider the priorities, but as of now ensonga si nyangu nnyo kuba abagikwatako. Njagala okireete mu nsonga bbiri. One, professionalism. Two, humanity.
As a medical personnel,
Yeah.
I believe the government should, before I even go further, the government should revise this thing. Why? You look at me as a person that is actually going to overwork myself, saving people's lives. You know, I want to tell you one thing. During internship, we're very committed. That is one thing I want to tell you. And personally, I have passion for my profession. There is no way I'm going to tell you I would do my best to save a human life. I don't care how. By the way, me, even when I'm traveling, I find I normally move in my bag. When I'm to take journeys, I normally move with emergency drugs because I know in case of anything, I'm the person there. You understand? Because I'm a medical personnel, I do not forget my profession. Even when I'm to go into a meeting or something, I will carry emergency drugs. Why? Because I know someone down there may need that drug. So as an intern, for the intern medical personnel, we do a lot of work. You understand? The government may not be able, very many people there may not be able to see what we do. Why? Because they think someone tells you, I'm doing something you cannot do, and you're actually telling me, ako kaiga. I'm doing something you cannot do. I'm trying to save a life. And we have in the holy book of the Quran, it says, and if you have saved a life, it is like you have saved the whole mankind. That thing lives at the back of my head always when I'm trying to save a life. Why? Because I know I'm not actually saving one life. I'm saving lives of very many other people through this one life. So I would want to urge the Ministry of Health, the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Health, to actually consider intern medical personnel, their payments. Why? Alvin, you come to what? 8 a.m. You understand? You're going to work the whole day. You're standing the whole day. Maybe I would give an example of the theater. Do you know the first days in theater as an intern medical personnel? Most of them, around 80% of intern medical personnel faint. Do you know that or not? Yeah. Whether they have eaten or not. That is an experience, unless someone is so strong, but that is an experience I've gone to. Me, I fainted more than 4 times in theater. Like just a matter of looking, I was not on table, I was at the moment watching the operation, but just a matter of looking at where they are making the incision, the blood comes out, my dear, there and then I collapse. And it did not only happen to me, I was out of the room, I had just gained consciousness, and I saw my other medical intern in the same situation. You understand?
Yeah.
This is, we have, just imagine we had eaten breakfast, a heavy breakfast, because there is no way you go into theatre and you've not had heavy breakfast. We had heavy breakfast, but I found myself fainting even when I was full. I was already not getting enough oxygen to the brain because of what I had seen. It was my first operation. I was into shock and I just fainted. Look at a person who is standing for about 3 hours or 2 hours or even 30 minutes in a cesarean section and they have not eaten. Do you think it's real easy? Do you know the work you do in theatre? Just one scissor. One scissor, even if you're just on table and you're an assistant, it is a lot of work. So, only that these people do not know. That is why we were questioning Dr. Baliomusi. He is a medical personnel. He knows what we go through. Why wouldn't he stand in for us? You understand? Why wouldn't he? Yet this guy knows very well what we go through. Dr. Ruth Acheng, he knows what we go through as medical personnel. Why wouldn't they come forward to stand in for us?
Because for me, as a journalist, what bothered me a lot was to see a budget of entertainment, for the diplomats, which goes almost 500 billion by the interns who are doing great work to the Ugandans, because indeed, whether they like it or not, the interns deliver best services more than even
the qualified people, yes.
Because the doctors, they know that they've
already been in this field, they have the job already.
Yes.
As an intern, I do not have the job, and I want to protect my papers, right?
Yes.
So when you look at entertainment, does not mean dancing. That is one thing.
Yes, but
it doesn't mean dancing.
But it's entertainment.
But still, I would urge the government through the Ministry of Health to look into the issue of intern doctors, because trust me, we do a lot of work, and basically you're going to see how people's lives are going to be at risk if the government does not look into this. I'm telling you, I'm not being or something or what, but you're going to see how very many lives are actually going to be at risk if the government does not look into payments of intern doctors or intern midwives or intern nurses or intern medical personnel interns. I'm telling you, because trust me, we deliver best services compared to these people, because these people are less concerned about what they do. Why? They already have the job. I do not have the job. I have papers to protect. That is why I look into I do my best. And the fact that I'm fresh from school, I still have the concept, every concept in my head. I still know what it takes to create a rapport with a patient. I still know what it means to save a human life. So I urge the Ministry of Health, the government through the Ministry of Health, to look into the payments of intern doctors.
All right. At SML, ensonga nyingi nnyo, mukyala mulabye nga ku nsonga eyo mulabye nga ali serious nnyo, labika bambi alina obulumi. You know, sometimes it takes a lot. So our parents, they contribute okulaba nti nno tuvaamu ekyo oba olwawo government kyeba etwagalamu. Naddala President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has been urging the Ugandans okuba nti nno bakwata sciences nga best subjects, okuba nti nno bwe Munnayuganda oba olyawo zeyandiiseemu, kubanga ze ziina ekiddako, ze zitwala eggwanga lyaffe Uganda lyenkya, okuba nti nno tubaako bingi bye tuvumbula. Naye babanga bamaze okuba babikola byonna, ate gavumenti nebeera nga ate evuddeyo neyefuula nkyesirikidde, nebanga etaliwo. It's really painful. But I, Serga Alvin, I urge the government through President Museveni okuba nti nno osanga ebintu ebisaana okurevisinga, naddala ba intern. Really they do a great job, kubanga baba bakyali fresh, tebannalaba, betaaga ebyokukola, ate nga n'ebizibu tebannafuna bingi. Tuli ku SML News okuba nno kwe tubadde nga tutunuulira program nyingi nnyo nga tuyita mu program yaffe The Criss Cross. Ssebiga Alvin nze abadde omuweerezaawo Honorable Zaina Nansubuga ow'Elakayi ate oba olyawo tujja kuba tumweyongera mu nnaku ezinaaba ziddako. Naye nga mwebale nnyo abateekako airtime, abateekako data ne mutugoberera okuva gye tutandikira paka gye tuwunzikira. So we are really grateful for what you are doing on our channels. TikTok, subscribe. YouTube, subscribe. At SML, even website, even Twitter. Faba singo okuba n'amawulire amatuufu okwetoloola emikutu gyonna. Kulwa Katonda n'ensi yange, Mukama Katonda abanjagalire.